What's up, YouTube and
A full
BPL
screen.
coaches and BPL fans? This is Endless here for week one of our weekly recaps and games of the week. I have with me this week, I have Burning. Do you all say hi?
Hello.
And Cobra.
Hello.
So we're going to be going over one game of each division except Sardonyx, as well as the standings and MVP for all the showdown divisions. For Sardonyx, because a bunch of people are going to be uploading their games, I made a decision that those recaps will be posted with the subsequent week. So we'll go over week one of Sardonyx next week when we do week two of the showdown divisions. And I'll be making sure I make copies of the docs to have the information ready. With that said, I guess we just get started with Amethyst and two BPL absolute staples right here. Yeah, we have Zero versus Kron. Who's surprised that this got voted game of the week?
Just based off of the people, not at all.
No one
I
should
have
be
no idea
surprised.
what's going to happen. These
I
are
did
Sand
see this,
versus Drain, sort of?
It's just like Coco offense, really.
I think Zero's going for Crown.
Wait.
Crown got taken,
I
so
think
there's
that's
nothing really.
Yeah.
Is that
Go
a
for.
is that a Mega Venu?
Yes, he is a Mega Venu. There's
I hope
Kron,
so.
Why
it's
would
a
you
Mega-
draft Mega Venu with Coco?
I don't know. That's kind of weird. I was thinking about it earlier.
That seems like such a non-bow, but
I will
okay.
say, I did watch this earlier
Love
because I was
Mega
putting in
Venu.
stats for this because it was played today, but I don't remember all the details. So you guys can react for the first time. I can just react to what I don't remember.
Yep. Yeah, off rip, Ogerpon has no answer.
True, because Mold Breaker is stupid. There is no response to Ogre.
Yeah, like that's gonna go dummy. Drill seems okay.
I mean, Drill's here to spin the spikes, and like that's pretty important. So
Yeah, Mega Venu looks pretty solid.
Yeah, it kind of needs to get Hearthflame.
Obviously, gotta watch out for Kilowatt Roll.
Yeah.
Even then, Hearthflame's gonna take a good amount from like a Sludge Bomb.
Kyurem is really scary in this game. Like, look at Kyurem's matchup here.
Kyurem is scary like every game,
True.
but there is a Florges.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like it's probably
Yeah, there's a floor.
Like,
I would run
mix
I mean,
or
why don't you just run
something?
physical in the Florges?
Also, there's a T-Tar. I feel like the
Well, if you run
physical.
physical, then you just don't really touch Palafin at all.
Scale shot is a thing, but sure.
Yes.
Well, let's see what happens.
bulk up.
No Terra preview this
Yeah,
season.
you
We
really
don't have to
want-
pause for that. Thank fuck. So I almost forgot. So we'll see Coco do 50 to the kilo.
Art.
And in comes this asshole. But he has reflect. So
Ooh, reflect.
A Rocky helmet on that. Okay.
Rocky Helmet Drill makes sense. He just punishes the Coco spamming U-turn. Makes sense. And there's a crit.
Oh.
Yep. Oh, sorry.
What happened?
I don't didn't mean to switch tabs. I don't know why I did that. I'm stupid.
You're fine.
Anyway, crit. Yeah, crit Giga Drain allowing T-Tar to get 2 KO'd, which is pretty big for Zero. As we see, it wasn't smooth rock, so no more sand.
Right.
It looks like it might be physical.
But it's
Kyurem,
not loaded dice.
or
It's
mixed.
not loaded dice because it only got 2 hits.
Yeah.
And it's also
Yeah.
not boots, so I'm curious what its item is.
Thought that said onion at first.
Yeah.
I think
So
that would
used
be
to
much,
watching
it would be
Lou
much
play.
funnier if it said onion.
Onion. Okay.
And this kill was some bulk, I guess, because Bison didn't do how much he has Roost.
I don't think offensive Jirachi
that
usually
1%.
Yeah, and that it
Well,
does masterfully
Ooh.
EV'd, and the helmet drill coming in clutch. Does the
All
same?
right.
It probably does not have priority
No.
because he would have clicked it there if he had it. And
Or it was like locked in.
I guess it could have been choice, yeah. And we just
Or
classic
know,
Drill versus B new matchup.
they're reading it.
Shout out to the use some days before either of you really
Did-
started playing.
Wait, can you pause for a second? Did it outspeed the Kilo?
Which Mon?
Sam?
Oh yeah, I did. Duh, it's Scarf. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Duh.
Okay. It's going fast. I wasn't sure if
I'll
I
switch it
clocked
down to
that
normal.
right.
I'll move it down to normal. That might be better for this.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's probably going to make things easier to follow.
I
Okay.
always watch on fast so I'm
No
getting
electric
stats.
seed.
Good night.
But okay.
And there's a Brave
There
Bird.
goes Ogrepon that was so good in this matchup.
And that's a fucking Scarf Lucia.
Yeah, Scarf Lucha.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
assume that outspeeds Drill and Sand is probably the reason it came.
Does it? I guess it would.
But no, actually it doesn't. Drill hit 604. This would need to hit 400. I don't know why it's Scarf.
Actually, yeah.
It's Scarf for some reason. Maybe a check Trailblaze Ogrepon is probably what it was there for.
Captain Moist, the Palafin.
Then we do a Palafin, and it's running Acro, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yep.
Don't know
The
if it's no
acrobatics.
item
I
or
figured.
if it hasn't procced yet. I don't know. I assume it's no item based on the damage.
I would
doing
assume
a
Rinda,
lot
but
of.
yeah,
That's
I think-
doing a ton of damage to
Yeah.
Mega Venu.
Jet kills this thing, and
Wow.
then in comes Kirim on the rocks. It is not Scarf.
Yeah,
I'm still unsure what this thing's
wow.
item is. Yeah, and
The
Palafin.
comeback from Palafin.
Palafin doing Palafin things and claiming 4 in the end game.
I guess Palafin was pretty good in this format.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's also like I think I have a really strong matchup here as long as you get the Venusaur weekend into
Oh,
range.
yeah.
Like this thing
For
is
sure.
a crazy matchup.
Also, Coco getting low helps a
Coco
lot.
getting well helps, but like I mean Jet probably still has a ton to Coco, but
Yeah,
yeah, pretty close one.
That was a pretty close game
pretty close
for
one
That was
the
good.
Crons,
the Goliath of
yeah.
Amethyst.
Very close game to for our season opener for Game of the Week. Very happy with this one. So congrats to Kron on getting that 1-0 week 1, and Zero, I'm sure, will bounce back. I mean, you are a three-time top division champion for a reason. I guess we can get into standings for Amethyst, which is not going to be full because there's a bunch of unplayed games. There's I think there were
Yeah,
four
there were a lot
extensions.
of-
There were 4 extensions, one of which has been done. So real quick for the games that did get played, Orin and Max winning division at 1-0 plus 3, and Nidus, Black, Smat, as we just saw, Kron are also all 1-0. I guess there's only 2 missing games. I just thought they were 3. And then down at the bottom, we have Div and Tenkai down at 0 minus 3, and then 0, Mojo, Nash, and Pain at 0-1. But none of these games are big differentials, so everyone, this doesn't mean that much. There's a lot that can happen from here.
week 1. It's always got to keep that in mind.
Team can go to first next week if everybody into first loses. I don't know.
Yeah, but also like my point is because it's slow differentials. Like none of these games are like getting anyone off to a really good or really bad start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it seems pretty tight so far. I guess we can get on to.
That's funny. 3-3, 2-2, 1-1.
Yep. And
These last 2 games are definitely going to be 0-0 ties.
that would be very funny. Except
Yeah, that would be funny.
Hey, let's
Or, 4-4s like
see.
that.
4-0s,
Makes
yep.
more sense. But
Let's get into MVP real quick. So at the top we see Smats, Iron Boulder, Kron's, Palafan, we just saw, in Max's Weavile, all at 4-0. So that's a pretty solid start to the season for them.
Okay, non-Terra Boulder doing this good. Let's go.
We'll see if that lasts.
Beating the fraud allegations. Didn't Smot have Iron Boulder last season and do pretty well with it?
I think
Well, it's
Bash.
Terra, I think.
Yeah, and Bash had it the season before.
Oh, it could have been Bash. Oh, okay.
Well, they're both the Crash guys, and they both have used Boulder here. So,
Yeah.
and then we also have pretty high up. We see Treads, Lucha, and Moon all with 3 kills. So those are both a pretty solid start as well.
Honestly, a Treads in a top is disappointing for me.
We saw a lot of Treads at the top at the start of last season. They kind of fell off. I don't know why, but like for the first 3 or 4 weeks, there were a lot of Treads in like the top 10s of divisions.
Because my first week was against Treads, not a bad team for Treads. I had Mega Dancy and some other stuff. It was just
yeah.
not a good Treads matchup.
Yeah. So other than that, we've got like our lower tier mounts pretty up. We see Mega Venu. Obviously, it's only got 2 kills, but in the top 10 is kind of funny.
Bull Trace there is kind of crazy.
Moltres is cool, yeah. So we'll see how this continues to go from here on out. So a pretty interesting week 1. A lot of close games. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, I recommend checking out the replays. There's a lot of bangers in these. let's get on to Topaz, our top division. We have Shinrai versus Zeb. So we have Shinrai made finals this division last season, and Zeb, who got manually unrelegated this season to give it a second chance. So obviously Shinrai's looking to go super far again. Zeb's looking to redeem himself. So it should be interesting. Is that a Mega Scissor? I know it's a Mega Venusaur. I don't remember if it's a Mega Scissor. It's a Mega Scissor. Okay. Second Mega.
We're getting back-to-back Mega Venusaur games.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Love to see it. Big Mega Venusaur fan here.
On matchup here, what
Mega Venusaur has been like popping up.
Yeah, on matchup here, what the fuck does he do about Roaring Moon?
There is a
Conkeldurr.
yeah, there's a Conkeldurr right there.
Okay,
Acrobatics isn't real.
I mean, it's not a switch in, but I guess it can revenge if you're like Bandit or Flame or Mach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's still probably only like 6.
I mean,
cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't see.
Honestly, though, looking at this matchup, it might be a more defensive set to help check Blacephalon.
I can see that. Yeah, if he's worried that Prim or Mandibus can't check it. I guess Prim is kind of pressured by the Hydreigon, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty basic matchup here. Nothing too crazy, I'd say.
Yeah.
So I guess we can hop right into it. Strong lead.
But I feel like Shinra has a hard time killing Rotom.
I can. Yeah.
I guess there's.
Yeah.
He does. That's gotta be AV fucking. I mean, it's just not invested Hydra. Like that feels like it should be AV Prim with that damage.
Yeah.
I mean, flip turn like kind of thing.
Wait, the botanist. Zeros was botany. This one's the botanist. Okay, this
Same
is
fucking wavelength. Oh,
funny.
Powder miss. That's rough.
Double
then
dance.
he gets up a second DD, which is obviously really scary.
Foul play? Oh, encore.
It's kind of interesting that he well, Jirachi doesn't get foul play, but yeah, kind of interesting that he set up again
true.
even after Venusaur revealed Sleep Powder. So it's kind of interesting. Maybe he has the one barrier safety goggles on it.
True.
Mew comes back in here.
Back in.
DD's its face again.
No.
Oh yeah,
Lum.
it does have Lum. Yeah, so that explains the place. And Fangs just kills the Venu.
This Mew is just gonna. Oh wow, okay.
And that's a lot of damage on that Torn. Yeah, I guess you switch so that you can regen, obviously.
But is last move like what? Drain Punch, Play Rough?
I'm sure it's something.
Probably Drain
for
Drain
Punch. Close combat. Okay.
Or CC?
Close combat.
And comes
Worried about the
Blaze,
scarf.
And then a Rachi pivot is interesting.
Oh wow, slower than the Manti too.
Yeah, that's either a fast mana device or maybe like minus speed Rachi. It was mixed or something. I don't know.
Could be. Yep, AV Prim.
AV Prim as expected based
Saw
on
that
the
coming.
Hydro damage.
Flip turn here.
That Moonblast did a lot for AV, by the way. So it's maybe a more
solid.
offensive turn.
Interesting.
It's not doing freaking 40.
See, I would have flip turned.
Yep. You see
Pivot move.
Draft League player quick.
Blacephalon. Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
That Moonblast still did a lot. Booster
booster attack.
See a Fire Blast do 45. Holy shit.
Well,
no,
yeah, there's
the
after all this was Cobra.
Cool.
Good prep.
Okay.
He's forced out by the Freya Mach Punch. So I guess that helps. It wastes this booster too, which is really nice for Shimrai. But Shimrai is down 6-3, which isn't great.
Okay, there we go.
Does
that mean Scarf, right?
Yeah, it was actually. It doesn't have to be Scarf, but based on how I was playing it, probably is.
Ooh, there's a crit.
Is huge. Yeah, that does kind of
with the immediate GGs there
that ends
too.
the game.
Yeah.
I mean, that ends the game. Like
Flinch? No.
No.
Yeah, that crit.
Prim's the
Voltage
goat.
is rough. I mean, that's only matters for diff, but damn. Yeah, so 5-0.
Yeah, okay, that was
I think Zeb probably still had it, but he wouldn't have been as big.
Oh, 100%.
He was in control pretty much the entire game. I do think his matchup was pretty good overall, though.
Yeah, definitely got a little lucky at points. I'm not going to say it changed the outcome of the match, but didn't help.
Yeah, so Zeb coming in after, having a really poor season last time, just showing, he's here to play this time, he wants to go far, and, show last season was a fluke is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was well played on his end. Well prepped, too.
Yeah,
What about
pretty
both
dominant
sides? The Cobra
performance.
on the
Oh yeah, there was a
on
lot of
the
attack.
Yeah, I agree.
Conch Elder was interesting.
I mean, it makes sense into Moon, but yeah, it was good bring, for sure.
Mega Scizor didn't touch the field.
It did not, no. So, and Mandibuzz only clicked U-turn.
Yeah.
Which is what Mandibuzz does, to be fair. So,
Yeah, it's not great at a whole lot else this gen.
Yeah, so,
Was that a slower Jirachi to be able to
I don't know.
do a slower U-turn out of
it must have been a
Mandibuzz?
slower Jirachi.
Encore.
U-turn.
Yeah, I'm confused by
You don't.
If
you'd want Encore, you'd want to go faster.
Yeah, I don't know. Mandibuzz was running some speed or something.
Encore toxic.
I don't know. This is kind of weird, but yep.
Scarf Mandibuzz for the for the
Hey.
Venusaur. I don't know.
I mean, Scarf Mandibuzz actually may be viable in this matchup, just to foul play the Blacephalon.
I ran
Brave Bird the Mega Venu. I don't know.
You're not.
I ran
the fucking
Banded Mandibuzz once.
I mean, I've run Nasty Paw a couple times. It was bad.
Ran Banded Mandibuzz to potentially Oko as Aptos.
Amazing. Wait, with what?
Wow, wait.
What?
With what?
So
Knockoff?
it was I was facing a Mega Scizor, so the plan was it would U-turn on me, activate my weak armor, and then switch in an offensive Zapdos since offensive Zapdos looked really good, and then I would Banded Lash out it.
Ah, neat.
Oh,
Did it work?
that's awesome.
Oh no, my opponent ended up bringing a meme team without talking to me about it.
Amazing. Well, let's get into
That was the season. That was the season that I won the Mandibuzz logo, or not the Mandibuzz logo, the Mega Medi. Yeah.
So going into standings here, a couple week 2 games have been played, as well as a mini Wizzy was extended, so that should hopefully happen soon. Y starting off really strong with 2-0 after 2 weeks. Obviously pretty low differential, but quite a strong start. Especially since, as far as I know,
we have Zeb.
Yeah, this is, as far as I know, his first Gen 9 league, so he's shaking off the rust and showing he's still a great player like he was back in the day.
I'm not familiar with why.
He's like from the Oras and Yusuf days. You wouldn't know him. And we also see Zeb, Elevated, Mick, Gay Rose, and Wombat all picking up wins week 1. Very nice for them. And a Rage bouncing back from his week 1 loss to Mick.
Pretty balanced overall.
The bomb, Necro and Ethan are both started 0-2, but that doesn't necessarily mean that much. Differential is fine, -3, so they can definitely bounce back from here.
Still have better diff than Shinrai.
Yeah, Shinrai, obviously at the bottom of the 0-1s, took a big hit week 1. And Hazy, D-Ray, and Tep also taking losses week 1. But
let's see if the promotions can work back up.
Yeah. Again, it's week 1. There's not much to say about these. Good job to people starting 2-0 and people with big wins week 1, and we'll see how it goes. Yep. And we can move into our MVP for this division, which starts, or the doc will refresh for no reason. Cool.
Lovely.
Cool. Moving on. Anyway. Yep. So we see
Ogre
Cornerstone.
Okay.
It has had 2 games, so it's 6-2.
That one's good. That one's crazy.
I would love an Ogre
Mega DNC.
Mega DNC.
Megadia. Let's go.
On its way to potentially go back to back, 5-0 week 1's pretty damn good.
I don't even want to change the logo. I love the logo right now. It's perfect.
Honestly,
we'd probably still.
Would we?
I would. I would. I feel like the prize should still be getting to help design a logo with that one last season.
Bulu though.
Bulu swept Ethan in week 1 because Ethan's team was almost all physical. So they just set up a couple bulk ups and the game was over. Yeah, Bulu.
That's amazing.
Yeah, week 1 that was. Really
That's another Moltres.
Ethan. GPL.
This one actually is 3-0, which is much better than their one.
Huh. Moltres doing well week 1.
Both Moltres are 3-0
Yeah, phone.
in
Yeah.
one game.
Both Moltres.
All
in the
right,
top
Urshifu
5 division.
single.
Up top makes sense. It's Urshifu. Chomp, Mawile, Kyurem, all stuff you pretty much expect to see here.
Yep.
Following up, Steel is 2-1 and they ain't got dropped, which is funny.
Oh no.
This is not the first time Steel has been like towards the top of MVP and gotten dropped. I believe last season Mojo Steel was like 8-5 or something and he dropped it. So
Has Steel just fallen off this gen?
unfortunately, I love that mom, but yeah. G-Darm get a couple kills week 1, maybe define the fraud allegations. We'll see. But yeah, I'm very happy.
I don't think it's ever fraud. It's just kind of one-sided almost.
I'm very happy to see Ogerpon up here, though. I would love to do an Ogerpon theme season. Oh my god, that would be so cool.
Yeah, Ogerpon would be.
Who was
Probably
it?
favorite legendary.
Who was it that we were saying needed to pick up G-Darm when we were doing power rankings?
Oh, I don't remember wait, which division did we do? We did Obsidian, right?
I think it was one of the.
Lapis?
No, wait. No,
Was
oh yeah, we did
Lazuli?
Lazuli.
Oh,
I'm curious.
yeah, it was my division.
We did do Lazuli.
Was it?
Who the hell was I'm just looking now, I'm curious.
I don't remember who it was. I was like, oh yeah,
Someone.
G-Darm would look great here.
Was it might have been Polychode. I feel like that sounds right. It's like he needs like actual offense.
That
Into it.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But I guess we move on to Obsidian now. Our first male division. We have a
Darkrai.
we have a rivalry
Wolf,
of
let's
two
go.
BPL players who are good friends and have played quite a few times. We have Croc versus T-Wolf. Mega Wade, Mega Lop, obviously, because the regular forms suck. I will say
Sharpness is cool.
it's cool. It's not good. I will say a Darkrai looks fucking insane here. Holy shit.
There's a H-Sam.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know. It's not. At least he doesn't switch into it at all. Like if it's like a spec set, it can.
That's true.
Just click a button.
Or just Life Orb and then just Thunder it or.
Magneton, I kind of.
He has T-Bolt back. He doesn't have to quick Thunder. Thank fuck.
Oh yeah, true.
I still don't know
what is Magneton doing
random.
here.
I'm
assuming there was a Steel type that wasn't brought.
Yeah.
Team. There's there was the Steel type is Aegis slash.
Oh,
can't trap. What?
There's a DANC, I guess.
I'm wondering if it was.
I think they had enough answers for
DANC.
DANC.
Breakthrough Aloe. I don't know. The Steel type can't be trapped. It's an Aegis slash. I don't get it.
That would make sense to help with Aloe. I don't really see what else really helps.
Yeah,
with that.
I'm not sure why it's here. Yeah, this is. Yeah.
Or they just like Magneton and wanted to bring it.
Yeah, we'll see. I do think Terrapagos looks a little scary here. Like even Spidef Claude gets chunked by it. But I guess we'll see how this plays out. We'll hop right into it. Actually, I forgot Ogerpon's kind of cracked because it can ground move the Rotom Heat because of Mold Breaker, so it could be big.
Speed.
I don't get the fake out play. It's very obvious it's helmet.
Yeah. Can you switch to regular speed?
Oh shit! Let me restart this. I don't know why I did. I'm so used to doing fast for like stats.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Yeah. Let's
really hard to follow otherwise.
Aloe that's almost always Rocky Helmet.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's like in the WAP matchup, it's gonna be every time, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, you don't see Megalop and not run Helmet Mon.
Yep. Dark Pulse, even to Cobra, but big flinch is unfortunate. I'm not sure what it clicked, but probably maybe it was like
Rob.
It was like T-Wave that would have been huge.
Oh, crit then. So there's a flinch and then a crit.
And then
the mid. Oh no!
So he doesn't want to spike up, but he's going to damage. And I was just gonna flip turn because that's what it does.
You have, I guess, your removal here is Rotom, which is less than ideal.
Hey, and
there's a Mega LA trying to get Lugo again.
I mean, for the third time.
Hazards up.
U-turn, I guess.
All right.
I guess you didn't do much to it. The Ogerpon does come in and clicks Sword.
Ooh,
That's good.
swords.
Air Slash. Ooh. He's gonna cudgel because obviously Trailblaze won't kill. But now
One.
could just get forced out by Darkrai. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Boots,
Boots
Darkrai?
is interesting, yeah. Okay, we see like
Huh.
Balloon Magnetize. It meant to switch it on Quadsire, but what do you do back? Whatever.
I don't know.
In comes
Was
Terrapagos.
there a webs
and the
user or
Claw obviously goes
something
in.
on Table's team?
I don't know. A Croc team, I doubt it. If there was, I don't think it would run it for them. Anyway, Claude catches the Mesprit out Toxic, which is really big, puts it on a timer, and it's just healing wishes anyway, so never mind. Getting the Ogerpon back to full is actually really scary, because that thing is... Oh,
And here, oh, there we go.
that is a very fat Rotom stopping Dane even Oko. What the fuck? Actually, that's probably bad for him, because now it means he gets a Trailblaze. Oh, I guess he got the damage off, but still.
I mean, this lives.
Oh, yeah, it does. Darkrai
Only got
like,
the SD up.
Darkrai's
Jeez.
natural bulk is okay. Enough. Wop comes in. Yeah, you just go Aloe because it's the freest thing in the fucking world.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I would have
More
doubled. I really
chippies.
think you had the double there. I don't get that play, but Starstorm does 35 to Claude.
Oh, and there we go. This is not
you're
doing
forced
enough to
out.
Claude.
You're forced out because you're frightened by
And you
Toxic.
can just kind of go between these two infinitely.
Yeah, this game is unfortunately over. Again, why are
You
you
keep clicking
U-turn? You're
U-turn.
just damaging yourself. You need to double. You're doubling here.
Oh?
Like, I don't think...
Oh?
Then I just goes, please don't click U-turn. Please, God, don't click U-turn. Thank God. Okay, and it's not... I mean, it's a roll. It could do a KO, but I doubt it. And just switch hard. Oh, my God. Why are you letting yourself take all that damage for no reason? When this owl does nothing to
Now you
Terrapagos.
And
And now it's doing nothing. Yeah, this
I just
is
have Earth...
Oh?
That does literally...
only 36. I did
Earth Power
1%
does literally the
more
same
than
damage. They're both
Terrapagos.
180, like Earth Power, Terrapagos. So,
Yeah.
does pick up a kill with the Terrapagos. But, wait, why would you go Aloe here? Oh, I guess he wants to regen it. Fair enough. Yeah,
waste PP. Yeah, you save PP by going for Earth Power, though.
Yeah, that's fair. Knock out the Darkrai, so it's down to him.
And
Rallied.
Yeah,
I guess it's not
there
it's
it
just
goes.
securing the win because you want to make sure Alice healthy. So like even though it like lowers your diff, it does secure
Well,
Wop kills.
yeah, it's
not
healthy enough,
because
yeah.
38. There's no universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw I did
Crit?
it very early. Nope.
Yeah.
And Owl just finished it off
Now,
with
if you
one
went-
voice.
Yeah. If you had hard swapped Aloe there, that was the loss. But
Also, like
you obviously don't do
if
that.
T-Wolf had just not let himself take helmet a couple of times, he won that end game too.
True.
Because,
So
like,
if he he had all that luck early on too.
yeah, he had all that luck
All the bad luck,
against him was really bad, but he almost pulled it off. Just I feel like he really needed to in the end game just kind of switch a couple of times instead of U-turning. He probably had that game won.
Just hack on protective pads on the Mega Lop.
If only you could. But yeah, I mean, obviously, a very close game, but I do think T-Wolf probably would have had it without the even with just getting that second spike up with the Ceaseless Edge miss, that would have killed this thing.
Oh yeah.
So
Definitely.
unfortunate game for T-Wolf, even if he still could have had it in the end.
Croc
but,
said there was defog on Rodom.
I mean,
Sure,
sure, but
or maybe there wasn't.
Didn't
Yeah.
have a chance to really click it.
Didn't have
I
a
there.
chance
guess
to
why are
use
you
it.
bringing it in on the Magneton? I guess,
I don't know.
which you
Nothing
just
really.
killed anyway. I don't know. Either way, close game. Croc did pull off the 1-0 win, even though I feel like he did get a little lucky between the actual hacks and also T-Wolf choking by not just hard swapping the WAP a couple times. But that's how it goes sometimes. So congrats to Croc on the win, and T-Wolf, I'm sure you'll bounce back. I think you played pretty well this game outside that end game scenario. Okay,
Yeah, I almost took it back.
let's hop into the standings. So you'll see at the top, Doge took a big 1-0 plus 6 after week 1. If I remember correctly, he led and just kind of won, if I remember correctly. I don't remember what my led with. It might have been no, I think this is the game where Gloking.
The Glow King, right?
Yeah, because Ricky posted in pickups. Yeah, this is the game where Gloking led off and just won pretty much. Fossil Hammer, formerly known as Jolty, also got a big win week 1, as did Enfish and Porpoise and Free Day. Wow, a lot of +4 this division.
Wow. Okay.
Terra also starting off strong, and then Kenny and Croc getting small wins. So still a good start for them. We see a T-Wolf, Gry, Shiny losing by not too big amounts. Curse, Gamer, Magma, and Johan down here. And unfortunately, JK is returned to BPL, not starting too hot. But, I mean, he does have an Encore as
There's
draft,
still 8
so...
weeks.
Yeah, still 8 weeks. But it's like when you don't draft Encore and like your taunter is like Coco, which dies to like I feel like Glow King sweeping is not that. May need to bring like a taunt Hisuian Quillfish or something. Yeah, looks actually really good in that matchup looking at this, but hindsight is 20/20, obviously. Yeah, so definitely time for people to bounce back. But good job on Doja, a very good start after your promotion, obviously moving up and showing you deserved it very much. With that, let's hop into MVP. As you can see, the Glow King at the
Glow
top is
King
6-0.
and our Challenge.
Very funny.
Andy Electros.
Our
What the
challenge is
heck
pretty good.
is
Yeah,
top 3? This is the funniest top 3 I've
for
seen.
real, Electros is very funny, I will say. We see a Moon up
And
here.
Roaring Moon,
We see both Ursalunas.
We see both moons.
Ursalunas in the top 10.
Both
very,
porpoises moons.
both Ursalunas
Mega
in the
Dia
top
again?
10 is very,
Go.
Mega
I don't know. Eel in 3 and Glow King in 1 is just funny to me.
I still like the fact that both Ursalunas are top 10. That's very funny. Also, there's this guy. What does Blood think he's doing here? Blood thinks he's on the team. What the fuck?
Well, clearly
it's
he
tied
is.
with Mega Gallade. Clearly it's as good as Mega Gallade.
Yeah, why would
Like,
you spend 19
2-1.
points on Mega Gallade when you can get 4-point
Because-
Hitmonchan?
True.
And guess what Mega Gallade doesn't get? Rapid Spin.
That's true.
True.
Yeah.
Also doesn't get Bullet Punch.
Or Mach Punch.
Also
or
gets to hold an item.
True.
Doesn't get a whole
Hitmonchan is
lineup.
broken. Everyone drafts Hitmonchan.
Hitmonchan is better. Mega Gallade has way more weaknesses too.
Does it? I think they have the same amount. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Ghost.
Trade the fight psychic weakness for Ghost. That's all you get.
Oh, fair, actually.
But yeah, like pretty interesting stuff of Glow King, Electros, the Ursulas, and this guy. So interesting start. Doge is definitely on his way to getting us a Glow King logo.
That'd be interesting.
What would that
I don't
be
know what the
like?
fuck we do with it, but I'm sure I'd figure something out.
It's all about Sidekick and Tarot. I don't know.
I don't know. I would if I were thinking like Glow King, I would probably do like different toxic plants or animals for the divisions, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to Lazuli. And we have Gareth versus GG. Gareth, friend of mine from NCL, is his second season here. He ended 13th last season, so he almost relegated, but survived, and I was looking to start off strong here. And GG back for the first time since I believe season 8 or maybe season 9. So he's been gone a while, but one of the best BPL players of all time back in his heyday. Obviously, he did relegate finally eventually, but this man's a beast. And from what I've seen in Hood Buns League, he's right back where he used to be.
I'm sad I didn't get voted. I'm sad me versus Joe didn't get the game of the week, but this is also a good one.
That got like 8 votes.
versus...
This got like 10, so I don't know how.
Yeah.
So we do see a Mega Medi on this top side because obviously, and there's no Mega on GG side because you're not drafting a regular fucking Mega Sham. Let's see. I will say, gouging fireworks kind of scary here because even though my log can like force it out, like my log's kind of a bad mon.
Oh yeah, yeah. He round 1 picked 1 Mega Man Sham.
Yeah, I do remember that. And to be fair, when we did power rankings, we really liked this draft. So I do think this draft is still amazing.
There's my Petra run.
Yeah. So I don't know. This matchup looks pretty even. I don't really see that much that looks like crazy here. They seem pretty balanced overall.
Gliscor guy with the Gliscor.
From what I've heard, I think he's very rarely actually drafted it, which is kind of funny.
There's another Kilowattrel.
In fact,
The second Kilowattrel
actually probably of all the ones here looks like it has the craziest matchup.
Wait, another Kilo Palafin pairing.
I mean, yeah,
True.
they kind of make sense. I mean, Kilowattrel beats Water Resist mostly, so.
I just don't like Kilo.
Well, I think it's bad too, but yeah. But he does have a really good matchup here. I mean, no Flying Resist. The Electric Switch in is a Lando. So with that, let's get into it. Weeding Samurai and Weeds the Palafin immediately get transformed. Makes sense. I want a Gouging is interesting. Okay, that's just Fizz Def. That's just Fizz Def as fuck.
Good switch.
Bulwark trying at the burn. I don't.
Turn.
Unfortunately, I don't know
Oh.
if GG knew that burning Bulwark is like King Shield. It doesn't protect you from status moves, but skull it off. But
I didn't know that.
no.
I mean, to be fair, I forgot that. I knew it at one point.
I knew about
It's really
King
weird
Shield.
that,
I
yeah,
just
it's
didn't
really
think
weird,
of that.
but yeah, for some reason, burning Bulwark does not protect you from status moves. Parting shot out with the Petron into Samurott, and that's not a fucking
there is
toxic orb
no
dice lord.
toxic orb.
That's not a toxic orb. What the hell?
To be fair, I don't think any of the protect variants protect from status anymore.
Yeah, they
I'm
don't.
pretty
I
sure the
don't
old
think.
ones still do, like Baneful Monk or Spiky Shield.
Well, yeah, Spiky Shield does. I
Spiky
think.
Shield was the one I wasn't sure on.
Pretty sure Obstruct does too, but obviously is bad, so who cares? Also,
Mr. Man.
It's Yachi.
Oh,
If you don't know, Mr. Man was the name of the original Lando I in GBA back when El Scizor, one of the oldest coaches, played. He always had Lando I, always named it Mr. Man. So shout out Gareth for also
okay.
being old as fuck like me. We are both extremely old.
Taunt?
Run.
Very good play. Taunt, Acid Spray.
Yo. This
Oh, he doesn't
LeBron
have a
is
move to
not
kill
the
it.
GOAT.
Oh,
wow.
well, that works.
Gouge Fires can go down early. Interesting. But Hurricane does Hurricane things. It hits, so, you know. In comes the Lando.
Honestly, a Hurricane might have killed there.
I don't know. It depends on its... Kill was not that strong. It was Sudra just 56.
I remember Kilo can Oko a Lando T, so I imagine it'll... Granted, that's after competitive boost.
Okay,
But...
yeah, it's a bit different. That means it does 50 to a Lando.
Trailblaze.
Encore the
Encore to
Trailblaze.
Trailblaze.
But it's actually seem that bad. I don't know. Because I think there's one more turn of Encore. So
This might be the...
Watro back in. Yeah, and force it out because it's low. Why did you sack? I don't get that play. Okay.
Overpredict? Or predicting the overpredict?
I don't know. I feel like you just go like... Well, you don't have a great switch in, I guess.
Ooh, that did...
We've been very funny if
there's a crit.
Sludge poisoned, by the way. You got the toxic heal, just saying.
That would have been funny.
Palafin is in.
Isn't this
Palafin
sheer force?
Clicks bulk up.
Isn't this sheer force? So it can't poison?
You're right. I am stupid. Anyway, close combat does a fuck ton. Haze, okay, but it is still in range of close. Oh, like it's a roll with the lefties, but I just get bulk up again, I guess. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's probably the end of the game. That toxic was
that's probably G.
Wave crash. That's probably GG. It's GG.
The Petron's pretty good.
Well.
I don't agree with that play. I think you just have to kill this thing. I guess you use the Ogre Pond if you don't recover it, so maybe.
You're just trying to get it to kill itself at this point.
Yeah, that toxic, yeah. I think you still have to go Lando there, but yeah, that toxic miss is very unfortunate. And Ogre Pond's gonna come in, and Lando is probably in range, if I had to guess. Oh, it's not. No. Okay, so it's just down to a 1.
You're banking on a miss here.
Air/miss, yeah.
I've been goaded to rock polish that turn. Imagine if you rock polish that turn.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, GG takes a narrow 1-0 victory here. Have all our games of the week been 1-0 so far? I think so. Oh wait, no.
I trashed on Kilo and it got 2 kills.
Except Obsidian, right? No, wait, no. Except Topaz. Topaz was the big one. Shimrai versus
whichever one, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So that toxic was obviously very unfortunate. I don't know if he necessarily guaranteed one about it, but he guaranteed loss by missing it for sure. Like there was still a game to play if that hit, which is unfortunate. That's how it went. But that's Pokemon, sadly. Kilowattrel 2-0 in games of the week so far. What the hell?
Kilowattrel 2 kills.
No, I mean two wins. I didn't count the kills. Kilowattrel has won both games of the week it's been featured in. Very funny. Yeah, I guess we'll move on to standings now. And starting this off, we see Tark in first at 1-0 plus 5, trying to show that just because he barely missed promotion last season, he really is going for it this time. He's followed up by the original champion Nightmare at 1-0 plus 4. Also, I feel like I can't hear you guys, so Never mind. I just couldn't hear you for a second.
We just weren't talking there for
we
a
just weren't
second.
really
Never mind,
talking.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
we're just listening.
Anyway, my boy Evie, I'm at 1-3, and then a bunch of our small wins.
And there's 4 1-0s, which is kind of
Yeah, and including
crazy.
you, Cobra. So good job on winning week 1.
Mm-hmm.
And
It was a tough matchup.
Down here we see Polka, Cinna, and Polychone down at the bottom, and a bunch of really small losses here. Obviously a rough week 1 for Polka, but he's always done pretty well in BPL, so I'm sure he'll bounce back. Cinna, I don't know him, but he's apparently pretty good. And Nightmare's just a beast, so nothing to be ashamed of there.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said for every division, week 1 a lot can change. But good job to people who won week 1 for sure. Okay.
I can use my new team now too, so hopefully.
Cinna does have a rough
He's
schedule,
better.
though.
Let me see. Oh yikes! Holy shit!
Oh my gosh!
Tark, GG, Caxi, Lou, Gareth, who I still think is really despite that week 1 loss. Like that is a really hard schedule. Holy shit! But
Yeah.
who knows? This also is kind of a stacked division, I think, especially with GG and Nightmare being both here. I probably should have separated them, but I didn't think of it at the time, so oh well. Yeah, let's get.
Yeah, I got separated from all my friends, except Joe.
You got here with the person.
And got Caxi.
You requested
Yeah, I got
me
here
in
with
the
the
same
person
division with Caxi. I made that happen. I did not promise anything else.
Caxi, yep.
Hey, on to
Yeah.
Garnet. We have Don Platinum.
Another Mega Venusaur.
Don Platinum versus
G-Char. Don, obviously, and another fucking.
Yeah, wow. Another Venusaur, another Palafin.
If I had a nickel for every time I've seen Mega Venusaur at Game of the Week today, I'd have 3 nickels, which is not a lot, but it's weird that it happened 3 times.
I don't know. 3 nickels, that's quite a bit.
This is our third Palafin, too.
I mean, yes, but Palafin's a good Pokemon.
Is this our third Torrentee, or is it only our second?
Might be our third, yeah.
Statistically, it's the same number of times. We'll get to see
it. So we see... Oh, wait, no, that's not a Mega Venusaur. That's a regular Venusaur. I forgot. He is regular Venusaur. That's the Mega Diancie.
Oh, yeah. That's regular Venusaur.
It's regular Venusaur.
I remember this game. I did watch this one.
So we do see, obviously, Don with his, crazy top 4 so man. The Y part fucking came for some reason. And then, G-Char of this.
It's clearly there for the Bronzong.
Sure.
I watched this game, so I already kind of know what happened, so let's probably quiet down this one.
Fair enough. I mean, you can still comment on it, but yeah. For matchups, I will say, what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say now. I'm tired. What was it? Oh, Mega Diancie looks crazy here once you get rid of Ferrothorn's obvious Akaberry.
I mean, Mega Diancie is always crazy.
Yeah, you force out with Zera and Palafin, I guess, Flash Cannon, Torn, but it's if it can get it, it's just very scary.
You can also just run Substitute to get rid of the...
Sub is very good here, yeah.
I think I was the world's worst Mega Diancie user. I could not get it to work last season. I don't know.
Okay.
You're also talking to 2 of the biggest Mega Diancie fans in the server, so...
I didn't say I didn't like the mod. I said I couldn't get it to work for me.
Oh yeah,
I
was the worst at using it.
Insane here. What the fuck are you switching into Cinderace? Holy shit.
Palafin.
Obviously the Ferrothorn.
True. It is well-baked body Ferrothorn. It's SPL AAA right now.
Oh, that would be gross.
Let's get hopped into
it.
Whoops, I'm on fast though. Anyway, we see a fucking Sunny Day Cinderace.
That's probably banded, right?
Sunny Day Solar Beam?
Just found.
Oh.
I don't think Cinderace gets Solar Beam. Also,
I'm sure it does.
I feel like it should have been. I feel like if you're running Sight and you expect that sequence, you should run Weakness Policy. That's just me. Giga Drain on the window. Let's get probably Acro here, I guess. Yeah, Acro. And a lot. But obviously with the Sun, you're still in range, so you have to switch. And Giga Drain again. And it's definitely got Wearable, right? Oh, never mind. Sun right now. Never mind.
Well.
What the fuck? Has its own sun. What the hell? This is a team of all time.
Double Sunny Days.
Yeah, you can't really switch into weather ball since it's a Saturday.
Oh, it doesn't get... Okay, it doesn't get Solar Beam. It gets Electro Ball.
Yeah, I've run Agility Electro Ball for
I knew that one.
In comes Zeraora. Go just sub here,
Ooh.
okay? But he's at -1. If it's special, obviously you can just HP guys here though. Oh, that's Scarf Lando. And it's actually a huge freaking problem right now. Oh my god.
Ooh, 1%.
That's a nasty roll. And yeah, he does have a switch. He has to sack
Is
this.
Sarah?
I mean, you could go.
I would just sack the lie part there.
I mean, yeah, you chose sack the lie part because it's bad, but whatever. Zero was good in this game, yeah.
With how weak everything is at this point, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Zero kind of just won.
I don't know if it could have just won. There was still a full health bronze on, but fair enough.
Akaberry.
So many resist bears in this game. Heavy slam.
What was Akaberry even for? The Sylveon? Well, I don't think it's gonna do much.
Blaze kick from Zera.
Let me see. Let me see if
Heat wave from
Torn. Fire type. I'm just curious there.
Yeah, I don't. Is there a gouging fire maybe?
Dawn does not have a fire type.
No
what the
fire.
fuck is the Akaberry for?
Weather ball on the opposing team. That I mean, there's no clear
do see why
sun usage for
attempting to do something and succeeding in doing something. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything, but it succeeded in doing something.
The mirror urban burden.
It just gets one-shotted by vacuum wave.
Palafin comes in. Cinderace goes down. But then Bronzong probably wins this end game, I assume, but maybe not. Oh yeah, second noise? Maybe not. You're just gaining vacuum wave range, I guess.
Maybe.
And based on
Now it's definitely in vacuum wave
Kelvio
range.
Specs. Oh, he's get Drain Punch to make sense to get a little bit of health, but how much does Specs vacuum wave do is the question. It kills. Okay.
A lot.
Kills.
Good
I feel
game.
like that was probably modest if it did that much with vacuum wave. I have to imagine.
You know what would have been very helpful there in that end game?
A Zera Aura.
A Zera Aura.
Instead of the Ninetales, then the light part that did virtually nothing. Yeah.
Hey, it killed a Mega DNC.
Which you could have killed with Palafin or Zera Aura probably.
Zera Aura.
But yeah. So 2-0 win for G-Char, starting off his BPL career very well. Very well played on his end. I think interesting prep. I still think he should have been weakness policy on the Cinder Society. That would have been hilarious. But yeah, that's that. And we have a pretty cool Vino, I guess. Black Sludge of Self-Sight is neat.
Or weakness policy. Would it live a Jet Punch returning from
I don't know.
The
probably not, honestly.
hero thing?
Probably not.
Or like a wave crash?
Probably not, but it would have been cool. Liepard, doing something neat. So yeah, maybe a rough start for Dom, but it's only 2-0, so you can definitely bounce back from that.
Yeah, for sure. Your team is too good to not.
Yeah, Don's team is cracked there. I mean, we saw a lot of really good teams in this division from what I remember when me and who had to garden with Juke. There were a lot of really good teams in this division. Legitimately, I think like the top 6 or 7 were like all could have been number 1. It was so strong. And then the bottom all could have been like number 16, but we don't have to talk about that part. So on the standings, me and Cobra's boy Peter from Pooba starting off with a big 5-0 win. Love to see it.
Go.
Then we see a bunch of more moderate wins with Necrotic, Meta, Colby, G-Char slipped. These games were extended. I believe it's Cross versus Riker and Ricky versus Hoodbun. So we'll see how those go. I'm very excited for this
apparently
game.
Cross has been really busy recently.
Yeah, I believe this game was actually the voted for game of the week, but it wasn't played yet, so I had to choose a different one. But then we have our losses. Obviously, Mason starting off a bit low. I mean, he did replace, but he did pick us from team from scratch. But obviously replacing still hard. Even if you have to pick this team from the start, like you still have to get in the mindset. And you have had time to look at the board and stuff. Let's see, Sep, Brad, and Doge. Yeah, he replaced someone who just didn't show up.
Wait, Brad did all that talking about Togetic, and then he didn't even draft it?
Yeah, correct. We see Doge and Brad.
I'm disappointed.
Well, -3, and Frosty and Down with small losses. But again, very early season. Everyone can do everything, but good job to the people who won week 1, of course. That's a very big. I'm also I'm very happy to see Meadow.
He's gonna come back.
Very happy to see Meadow winning on his first season back after a season off. That's my GOAT. And Colby winning his first ever draft league game. Congratulations, Colby. That's a huge deal. Starting off with a win is really nice. So congratulations on that.
Mm-hmm.
Seems pretty solid, other than the Chansey and Mandibuzz.
Yeah. And the Galvantula shit. But,
Hey, I love Galv.
Vikavolt propaganda.
I mean,
anyway,
it's not good.
There's a better electric bug Weber.
On MVP, and we see
That's
Colby's
cheaper.
Wanderer's Eye with 5-0. That's advanced tied for
Good
second.
lord.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Holy ground
That's-
type. Holy
okay.
ground types Batman.
This, yeah.
Ground type supremacy?
This top 3 is, I guess, top 2 is a solid top 2.
I support ground type supremacy. It may or may not
3.
be my favorite type. Anyway, Wake actually doing something,
okay.
and Arctozolt doing something.
So we had triple grounds, then triple waters.
And then a
Triple
fucking
grounds,
Arctozolt,
then triple waters.
and then an Arctozolt.
And then
3 grounds,
an Arctozolt which can hit.
And it's the Arctozolt and its companion and its partner in crime. The Glow
3
King.
grounds, 3 waters, and Arctozolt walk into a bar.
Arctozolt's the only survivor.
Arctozolt's the only one who didn't die of alcohol poisoning.
Dude. And then we have Heatran, Muse.
Yeah, and then we have a bunch of 1-0s like
pretty standard.
G-Darm again
yeah,
up there.
Other than Arctozolt, that's the only fan's really shocking here. I don't see Wake. I mean, Wake's good at killing things. It's just I don't think it's that good of a mon. But yo, it's cool to see it. Yeah.
Lipard is on
Let's go.
is on the screen. Let's go.
You know what's not on the screen?
Let's get a Lipard
Mega
logo. Let's get a Lipard.
DNC.
Yeah, let's get a Lipard logo.
If we
Let's
get
get a
Lipard
Lipard
logo, I
logo.
will delete the server.
Oh
Won't you do that?
I will not actually do that. I will be really mad.
Don, you know what you gotta do.
Oh boy.
Anyway, let's move on to our final division for today, Tourmaline, where we have a Willow Rush versus Sagex. We see Toad Scroll, so that's kind of, a start of all time.
Oh, my least favorite Pokemon of all time. Not looking good for
obviously it's Megalop, and I'm pretty sure it's Mega Blastoise from what I remember of this team.
I don't know if it's Mega or not. Both are viable.
Sure it's Mega Blastoise from what I remember from the power rankings, but
yeah.
I will say a Raging Bolt looks kind of crazy here because the ground type is not a real Pokemon.
You just Dragon Pulse that, and then or Draco it, and it's kind
of by Dragon Pulse if you like invest, but it still has technical stat spread. I will say Torn into no flying resist looks very strong. However,
oh yeah, definitely. As long as you hit the hurricanes or bleak winds.
On Willow's side though, Surge looks crazy here. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, there's a Blastoise. That's a good
either.
What? It's not a good one. Serp, yeah, that's true. Yeah, like I guess
Giwis, I guess.
Kind of switch in, and then force it out. Yeah, I think
you have to choose. Well, you have to hope that it's not Levitate, Giwis, and then you run HP Ground pretty much.
That's fair. I will say, I was trying to say, I think Cerulege is crazy with just stabs plus Chalice. Kind of hits this team really freaking hard. If he gets a Swords Dance, even without weak armor, I think that might be a game. But obviously, I don't think Gex can let that happen super easily.
Power Herb Solar Blade for the Blastoise?
Please, I would be so happy. But let's, I guess, hop into it. You see Roaring Moon into Torn.
Oh, pretty strong lead. Oh,
Scarf Moon.
Okay.
Get some good chip on the Torn. In comes Buzzwole.
And it is Levitate.
Probably Helmet. Oh, no.
The Buzzwole,
Black Sludge, okay.
Basically, it came in makes me think it's Scarfed, but I could be wrong. Well, fair enough. In comes Manaphy. Blastoise, Water Pulse, and...
Water Pulse. Interesting.
Let's not do that much with her. And Manaphy's going to get Alpha Tail Glow. This thing does flip turn out, though.
Herb comes in. This could be just
Rindo,
Berry Pop.
Ice Beam. But
good. Oh, Yachi Berry Freeze.
No, it lives a plus 3
No.
for the Yachi. I wasn't sure if I guess it makes sense. Yeah. Well, and
okay.
Moon as well, but it does take it.
It's just gonna be a U-turn here. Yep.
And it's definitely it is.
Helmet. There we go.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, not revealed the helmet yet, so I guess so.
One of the few breakers on Willow's team's gone.
Yeah. Sludge Mom. Yeah, you don't have a switch into this, I guess, but yeah, now
there's a G King.
There's a Glow King.
No,
I mean, what else?
A switch into the Torn on Willow's team is what I was saying.
Oh, you're right.
Vulcan comes in. Chili reception back out
Chili
as it does.
reception into.
And this thing is back.
Oh, there we go.
I feel like Toadscroll would have lived on being able to spore it, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, G
Or
basically
he's
goes
not
down.
running Spore.
It's a Toadscroll. I don't think it's living unless it's like Cobra or AV.
I was gonna say AV actually doesn't look awful here.
We see the Bitter Blade. It does take out the Torn, but getting taunted obviously means it can't SD, which is huge. In comes the Blastoise, and yeah, pretty opposite Toadscroll switch here. Let's see. Serp comes in. Just quick Giga Drain for no damage.
Oh, there we go.
it's
Synthesis.
Is spin to get
Now
speed
it's-
boost, but like who cares? Knock, yeah, I give you a sludge
Oh,
bomb,
it's
maybe, but
definitely AV.
yeah. And now Lop takes that giant hit, which is obviously not ideal.
Does it? I think it gets like Aerial Ace at least.
Why would you fake out there though?
think-
Why would you fake out there?
Toxic? Huh?
I mean, I guess that makes sense, but yeah. I think Lop's only flying coverage is bounce, which you are not fucking running, so.
Power or bounce?
On a Mega, yeah, sure.
Yeah, power bounce and Omega. Let's go.
Yeah, the Toxic off of Bloodsoul, which is nice.
It's like the 5th time I've suggested power.
I know.
Power of the good at item.
Ironhead, it does
Oh,
get a
here
weak
you-
armor boost, which is really good. Bitter Blade. I feel like you could have used the opportunity of Swords Dance, right?
Probably.
I guess you might not have Poltergeist.
Yeah, that's AV.
That is
I think you
AV.
might have just won the game, but oh no,
Oh,
OE doubles. I don't agree
nope.
with that play at all, but I don't think he has a win con anymore. But Ice Beam, yeah, he's going for the Hail Mary, trying to catch a Serp or Raging Bolt switch.
Not much he could do at this
Russell
point.
comes in, just get close combat. Yeah, this unfortunately is over. I think this Arrow.
Toadscroll. One Toadscroll versus the
Why
war.
would you U-turn and not at least do more damage to it with a close combat or return, whatever? Toadscroll comes in.
I mean, the
and-
game's over.
yeah,
It does not matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but like,
There we go.
yeah,
All
Oh
right.
man, that was a game and a half.
yeah. Gex had a pretty dominant game here, I'd say. Like, Will was not really.
Toadscroll did nothing, as expected.
Yep. I feel like if Will had preserved the Starlodge a bit better, he might have been in it, but I don't know. This was very dominated by Gex.
Yeah. Didn't they do well in the off season? I think
I don't think they played in the off season. Pretty sure.
they did.
Did they? Maybe.
Yeah. I just don't remember the standing. They're in a different division.
I think they did do well. I'm getting confused with someone else. Yeah. But yeah, pretty dominant win from Gex. So good on you, and Will, hopefully you can bounce back in week 2. Finally, on to our last standings portion of the night. Doc will refresh for some reason again. We'll load. Come on, you can do it, computer. I know you suck, but you can do it. On to our standings, eventually. So we see Gex. Oh, a bunch of 5-0s. Gex, Collenberg, and Clumsy all starting out 5-0. Oh, 1-0 plus 5.
Puba representation. Let's
Another
go.
1-0 plus 5 Puba person. We're very happy about that. Kitchell, 1-0 plus 3, and Ninjash also there. Fridge. And then Nightblader and JT's with plus 2. Love seeing old heads doing well. The topic of old heads doing well.
555-333-22.
Topic of old was doing well. Unfortunately, Love did lose his week 1. Hope we can bounce back going forward. See Pyro down here. Cowboy Sheep and Victor all at -3. And then Will, Breadman, and Zodiac all had a bit of a rough week 1. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Like obviously, yeah, as you said for everyone, you can bounce back. You get a big loss on week 1 isn't the end of the world. So
3-5-0s is crazy.
Yeah, he's getting wild. Yeah, so good luck to those of you who lost, and those of you who won, good luck keeping your streak alive. Let's go into MVP. What the fuck?
Corviknight
I forgot about
and
this.
Zerkatry. Oh my god.
Would not have expected Corviknight Zerkatry is top 2,
And
but
Buzzwole is 3.
I'll take it.
Buzzwole.
Oh.
Okay.
Take it. I
If
love.
honestly,
honestly-
Corviknight like got in a position where Iron Defense then just body press to win the game, and Zerkatry was like Blunder
Yeah.
Policy Hypnosis, which was Love was like in complete
Oh, that's
control of the
awesome.
game, and then Zerkatry got off the Blunder Policy and then hit the Hypnosis on something else later. It was just like, well, what are you supposed to do?
That's great.
Love's Hydra did also get free kills though, which is cool. It's a mon that's fallen off a lot this gen, so I'm happy to see it doing well here.
It's disappointing. I
Everything
love
can't
Hydreigon
Fairy
so much.
this season.
That does help,
It
yeah.
helps it a bit.
We see Dom fan up here. That's neat. Nothing too crazy. Outside those top 3, obviously. Or top 4, even. I guess Mega Blastoise being 2 is kind of nice. I like that guy. He's cool.
Both Blastoises are somewhat on the board, even though it goes into 26.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The
We have
Jolteon there.
Jolteon, my favorite evolution. Let's go.
That's cool. But yeah, that's it's MVP. So I guess it's gonna
This is probably the most cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna wrap us up for the night.
race.
Well, hey, there's no Liepard, so
Thank fuck. Birding, Cobra, do you have anything to say before we head off?
No, keep reacting to those pick'ems to
Yeah.
vote for the games of the week.
That's big.
So let's hope we
Run
can get
more-
some more.
run more
great
Power
ones.
Herb.
That's the takeaway from this week. Run more Power Herb. Also, Liepard sucks. Thank you, BPL.
Also, Mega Venusaur is good, I guess.
Yep, and thank you, BPL. Have a great night. We'll see you next week.